I'm Lexington Stanway, motorcyclist ordinaire, and this is my Catherine, the hottest chick I ever got my hands on, and her mum. What's her mum's name? Chris. She was gorgeous. Strange episode. Catherine's a world-class hottie. I'm me. She pulled me at a party. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I was absolutely shit-faced. I'd reached a point where I could no longer physically drink, and I was relying on squeezing the sides of a 3-litre supermarket bitter bottle in order to create a fountain effect to get some in my mouth. And at this point she decided I was attractive. Cars! I'm expecting that. And she was dragging me around the dance floor with my bottle of bitter. And all her friends were looking quite amused. And I thought, what are you doing? You're making a total fool of yourself. I mean her, not me. That's why I was there, but her, she could obviously do so much better than me. And this felt really bad. I didn't want to go home with her. I just wanted to puke and fall in a heap, but I thought it would be such a snub. It would be so unreasonable for such a spud as myself to turn her down because she was so fit. I just thought that would just be, you know, a real slap in the face. She obviously has self-esteem issues if she's trying to pull me anyway. And for me to say, nah, love, that would have made her feel really bad. And she's a nice girl, I suppose, so, you know, I went home with that. So, girls will look at pictures. And if they're looking at pictures of boys, like someone's boyfriend or husband or something, they will say things like, oh, look, he's got lovely eyes. Oh, you can tell he's really lovely. Oh, I bet he's really nice to you. I don't know what that noise was. That's what it all fades into when they start making these noises. And no, you can't tell. I always get a sense when I meet someone of what they're really like. No, you have no sense of them. What you've done is you just made some shit up about them. And what this is based on is how they look, because that's the only thing you know. When you physically encounter someone, you might get pheromones, you can hear what they sound like, but principally, everything you decide is an aspect of them. It's based on what you've just seen, combined with your own personality. So you don't really have a great ability to suss people out when you first meet them. You don't. You literally do not have that. And yes, you feel very strongly that you do, but that's because you're a moron. Yeah, and the irony is that women frequently accuse men of judging women on their looks. When in fact what men do is they judge women's looks. That's a different thing. If I look at a very attractive lady, I don't think, oh, but she's got a really nice personality. I bet she probably likes long walks and cuddles and stroking dogs. I think, look at the knockers on that. And that's about it, and I don't conclude anything about that person. I work with some of the most admirable people I ever have in my life. And they're women. They're not girls, and I don't lecture them, and I'm not interested in what they look like because I have an adult relationship with them. They're professionals and colleagues. And they have lives. And they have personalities, and I know them and I like them. Nothing to do with looks. Because while men are extremely interested in attractive women, they're not making any judgment about those women. They're not judging them to be better people. That's not how it works. Now then, we can assume that the imaginary person I'm explaining this to, and I have to do this by video because obviously I would never get a chance to finish any of these sentences in the company of girls, is probably saying, but that's still trivial and shallow and stupid. What a person looks like doesn't matter. You still shouldn't have an interest in it. And this is completely hypocritical for people to suggest this. I think that Andrea Bocelli has a lovely voice, and I like listening to him. So there is something about him which is physical, some physical thing about him. Just the way he was born, his genetics, his upbringing. Plus, you know, he's looked after his voice. He's obviously worked very hard on it. And worked hard to keep the most, getting the most from it over the years. So that's just something trivial. That doesn't make him a nice person. That doesn't mean that he always files his taxes. That doesn't mean that he's never had a wank in the lift at work. I'm not saying he has. It just doesn't mean that he hasn't. I know. I'm not saying that that makes him a great person. I'm saying there's a physical characteristic about this man that I like. He's got a nice voice. It's okay to like physical attributes of people, whether they're good at sport or they have a nice singing voice or they make your tiny winkle hard. It's okay. If people have conspicuous ability in one area or another, that's okay to celebrate that. That's fine. That's not the same as writing off everybody else in humanity. Society has this weird relationship with this one particular thing, this one particular physical thing we're not supposed to value, which is attractiveness, when we're all totally cool about valuing the other physical things, like how nice someone's voice is, or they've got really good hair or something. That's fine. But if they're really skinny, then we should just jump on them and point out that that doesn't make them a good person, and a fat person might be twice as good as she is at, I don't know, whatever you consider nice. Yeah, we know that. Men know that. We already know that how a woman looks doesn't define her whole life and personality and potential as a person. We already know that. We just don't care. We just like nugs. So chillax. If you're not the prettiest girl in your class, all the things that you're saying are literally true. It doesn't matter. It isn't going to affect your life. You're going to be a person. Spend most of your life being an adult. And even though it takes an eternity to get there, and it seems an irrelevance to you when you're young, because you're just never going to live in that world, that's how it seems, you are going to make it, and how you look isn't going to matter. By the way, if you are my doll, the really attractive kind, or the car show kind, come on my channel and sit on my bike in shorts. I'd like to show the bike in a sexy context. I'm thinking, because the bike's purple, aesthetically speaking, that you should be preferably black. For sort of orange silk shorts, orange lipstick, purple eyeshadow. What do you think? I think that look good. I've got some purple satin we can spread out, do some stuff with that. Oh yeah, I've got it in stock. I should explain.